Welcome to the project demonstration of intelligent highway for controlling speed of vehicles in restricted areas. So the main application of this project is whenever a vehicle enter into the restricted areas which has the speed limits. For example, here we are demonstrating with 80 kilometers per hour, 100 kilometers per hour and 120 kilometers per hour. So these switches are enabled based on the selection of the speed limits. Right, so whenever the vehicle entering into that region, so here the region was established with help of the RF, so that zone was enabled with help of the switch. So whenever, for example, if we enable the RF, this remote with 80 kilometers per hour, then this region of this RF will become the restricted zone with 80 kilometers per hour speed limit. And whenever this vehicle entering into that region, then this RF receiver module will receive the information of this restricted speed zone limit, and that will be informed to the Arduino Uno, and it will control the speed of this engine. So we are representing the DC motor as a vehicle ignition, and we are going to measuring the speed directly, and that will be controlled through this driver board, and that speed will be locked to the 80 kilometers per hour. And if we try to increase the speed also, it won't increase, and we can decrease the speed. And if we entering into the 120 kilometers region, before entering into that region, if I set the speed to maximum speed, so for example here we are demonstrating the DC motor with 180 kilometers per hour speed around maximum speed. So when we set the maximum speed with help of the buttons, and when this entering into this region, then automatically the speed will be locked, means comes down from 180 to 120 kilometers per hour, and from there we can't increase but we can decrease that. So that is the speed lock for the vehicles in the restricted zones. To execute these features, we are mainly using RF transmitter module which will be placed at the restricted zones to intimate to the vehicles about the speed limits. And every vehicle consists of RF receiver module along with the decoder IC. This is the switches to the encoder IC, from there to the transmitter through antenna. Same here also, antenna data will be received through the RF receiver, from there to the decoder, from there to the our Arduino Uno board, and based on that signal from this RF, it will display the vehicle speed, live speed, as well as if is any data received from this RF transmitter about the restricted zone for the speed limits, that will also be displayed about the capping speed. The whole system getting power supply from this 230 volts AC input power socket cable, and that will be stepped down to the 12 volts of AC with help of transformer, and that is the input to this regulated power supply board. So which will take 12 volts AC input and provide us the 5 volts DC output after rectifier, filter and regulation. After these three stages, the system will provide us the 5 volts DC is input to the RF transmitter, which will be in real time placed at the zonal section, and 12 volts is DC input to the motor section, and again parallelly 5 volts DC input to the Arduino Uno board. And these two are the switches to increase and decrease the speed of our vehicle. So let us check the demonstration. So initially all are upwards, that is the no zone activated. So whenever we receive the welcome message on the LCD screen, here you can see that. Wait a second. Right, it's better I'll show you like this. Right, okay. The speed limit is live speed is 0 kilometers per hour. Just slowly I'm increasing the speed to maximum speed. You can observe the DC motor rotates. Right, around 180 kilometers speed, 176 kilometer per hour speed was live speed for this vehicle section. And whenever we entering into the 120 kilometers, the last button is 120 kilometers, right? So you can see on the LCD capping speed, slowly the speed was locked to below 120 kilometers per hour speed. So if we try to increase the speed again, then there is no increment from this one, but we can decrease the speed. See, I'm holding the button. But when you increase the speed again, it will increase till the maximum speed of 120 kilometers only. Right. So see, I'm keep on pressing the button, but there is no increment on the speed. Next, if I entering into the Now I disable that 120 kilometers. Now I can increase the speed, right? And again middle is 100 kilometers per hour. Again capping to the 90h. Again we can't increase, but we can decrease the speed. While increasing also, maximum speed it will reach, it will be locked only, means there is no option to catch up the high speed. The speed was capping over there. Again I am disabling that. I can increase it now. See, it is increasing. Right, so now I go with the 80 kilometers per hour speed. Okay, you can see that. But as you see, the speed was not increasing. Speed was locked to the 80 kilometers. I can decrease the speed, but I can't increase the speed above 80 kilometers. So because we are in the restricted zone for speed limiting purpose, but whenever we cross that region, when we are across the region, and I can increase the speed up to 180 kilometers per hour speed maximum. Right. Okay. Thank you.